So it's been months since the Bachelorette finale aired. How do you feel about Becca now?
I mean, we haven't spoken or anything other than after the final rose, but I mean, there's no bad blood or anything between that. You know, she had to follow her heart, and she did that. So.
Do you have closure?
Yeah, I did. I got most of my closure. Honestly, was actually after the final rose. It was less of like when I saw her, but more of when I saw her and Garrett together on the couch, and I was like, okay. I was like, time to move on.
But leading up to that moment, you know, being on the show, you didn't necessarily think they had a stronger connection than you did?
No, definitely not. And actually, it's funny. Like a lot of people say, they edit it certain ways to make it seem like she has like an early connection with somebody else, not the winner. But that wasn't the case. Like it was very clear. Like that wasn't edited. Like me and her had a very early connection, strong connection. So it was hard for me to imagine somebody having a stronger connection than we did the whole time, you know. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I was surprised. You guys, you really did have a strong connection. I was also surprised that you were not chosen to be the next Bachelor. Like, I was really hoping it was going to be you. So many fans were as well. Nick Viall was rooting for you. Corinne Olympios. And so many people in Bachelor Nation. So how did you react when you found out that the next Bachelor was actually going to be Colton?
Yeah. So it was actually kind of a weird feeling. The worst part of it was like not knowing whether I was or wasn't. You know, I had to sit there and like, you're just like constantly like, I don't know, like you're in this like weird bubble of your life where like you can't really commit to anything, you can't date even, you know, like in this weird thing. So when I heard I was surprised with a bit of a relief just knowing, and I was surprised how much weight was like lifted off my shoulder. You know, it was like, okay, like whew, I can move on, I can move past, leave this behind me, that kind of thing. So I was surprised with how much it was weighing on me, and I didn't realize it. So that was kind of interesting.
I heard that you had been in talks with Colton and Jason, so you kind of had some idea that there were other options out there.
Yes, I knew it was between us three. I think we all knew it was between us three, and there was definitely open communication between us, which was pretty cool. I don't think the producers had seen that before. So we were just very honest and open and transparent with each other, and so I think that helped a lot through the whole thing.
So you and Jason are very good friends.
Yes.
Did you bond over not being chosen?
Absolutely. So I remember texting him that morning when we found out, and I was like, okay. I was like, let's do this. I was like, we're not going to be the Bachelor now. I was like, let's go do our thing. You know, let's have some fun.
Yeah, to celebrate in some way. Like, celebrate your singlehood.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
just go out.
It's like, okay, let's go. I was like, let's do it. Let's start having fun. Yeah, because it was, we had both been in this weird bubble where like, not like you're still being yourself, but you're trying to be, I don't know, you're trying to almost be perfect in a way too, you know, which is hard, obviously. And so it was really, like I said, it was a bit of a relief. I was like, okay, like at least I know now and I can move on.
You have a good perspective on it.
Yeah.
So why do you think ABC decided to go with Colton instead of you or Jason?
That's a good question. To be honest, I think they kind of had their mind made up for quite some time. I just think that Chris Harrison came out and said it. I think that they think Colton will make good TV, you know, and at the end of the day, I think that's what they're looking for. Not that I don't think that he will be able to find someone, because I do. I think I'm in the minority, but I do think he'll be able to find someone. But yeah, I think they were just looking for some good TV. And I think they kind of like a little controversy too, you know?
Just a little bit.
It helps with ratings for sure.
But do you think Colton is ready to get married?
I actually haven't been asked that. Isn't that weird? You're the first one to ask that.
Whoa,
yeah,
look at
you.
Okay.
I think he's ready to settle down. I do. I think if he does get engaged at the end of this, I don't know if the wedding's going to be like, you know, around the corner, but I do think he is ready to settle down. He is ready to have a girlfriend. I do. Oh, fiance.
A
fiance. I said it.
You said girlfriend.
I said fiance.
Okay. What is one thing about Colton that most people would be surprised to know?
So I felt like watching the show, a lot of his personality actually didn't come out. He's actually a really funny guy. He is. He's
you can see that on Instagram, actually.
Yes, Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's actually a really funny guy. And I was going to say you didn't see how like sensitive he is, but you kind of did, I guess, in Paradise. He kind of broke down a little bit. But yeah, he's a very sensitive guy and but he's funny. He's pretty lighthearted, actually. Yeah.
I'm excited to see the different sides of Colton coming out during his season. Are you going to be watching?
Oh. Yeah, I'll watch. Oh, I was going to say, I hope they show different sides. Sometimes it's hard for like the personality of the lead to come out a little bit because they're kind of coached a little, you know? Well, so I hope we're able to see more of Colton's personality.
That is very true. I think especially because they get so invested in trying to find someone that some of the humor and lightheartedness can disappear.
Yeah, absolutely. And like watching it back, like going through the process with Becca and knowing Becca's personality, and then watching it back, I was like, they didn't really show too much of Becca's personality. You know, it didn't come out on the camera very much. So hopefully that's not the case with Colton, but we'll see.
But they did show your personality. Like, you are a goofy, fun, loving person.
I am.
And by the end, obviously, it became about like the heaviness and
yeah, those last few weeks were hard.
The tears, the emotions. But
yeah,
you seem like, how would you describe yourself to someone?
Yeah, I don't take myself very serious. I definitely don't take myself very serious. And I'm a very optimistic person, I am, which is funny because it doesn't seem that way in the show.
I mean, that's a hard situation to be in.
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah. I mean, you're telling me. I don't recommend it to that end. Watching somebody else you love fall in love with somebody else, that wasn't fun. I don't recommend that. I recommend the show, going on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't recommend watching the person you love fall in love with another person. That wasn't fun.
No, I don't think so. But it probably made you stronger in some ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I came out of there knowing what I want, what I'm looking for, and kind of how much love I'm capable of. So.
What are you looking for, Blake?
I knew that question was going to come.
I mean, you led me to that.
I did. I teed that up for you. Honestly, I'm looking for somebody who doesn't take themselves serious either. Like, I like somebody who's fun, funny, but also a woman who, I always say, I want a woman who doesn't need a man but wants a man. That's what I always say. You know, I like a woman who will clap back. You know, not afraid to put me in my place, that kind of thing. So.
Well, that makes sense as to why you were attracted to Becca. She's definitely like that.
Exactly.
So now that you're not the Bachelor, would you go on Bachelor in Paradise next summer?
Oh, so I've been asked that quite a few times, you know, and right away, like as soon as I wasn't announced as the Bachelor, I was like, yeah, absolutely, I totally would, you know. But then you start getting further and further away, and I feel like I know too much almost. So it'll be interesting come next year when that time comes around if I'm single. I think I would definitely consider it.
Oh, Blake, you would go. They call you and you're like, oh, I get to go on a beach with pretty women and my friends.
And like dream.
No, I'm
no, you're right. I would end up doing it if I'm single, but I feel like I know so much now, you know.
What do you mean you know so much?
Like I feel like I know so much about like the editing and like what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, but look, you got a pretty great edit. All things considered, you came out looking good.
Looking all right. I looked all right.
And I don't really think there would be a way for you to look like, I don't know, a villain. You don't seem like a jerk.
Challenge accepted, you know?
Exactly. Go into Bachelor in Paradise trying
to be the villain and see.
Yes, the opposite of redemption. Everyone
the opposite,
will hate you.
Just downhill.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, great. See you next summer.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.